Good morning, Eagles. I'm Eli Saladino.
And I'm Jenna Stevens.
Welcome to the Walden Lake Elementary Morning Show. Please pause for a moment of silence.
Thank you.
Today is Wednesday, January 22nd, 2025. On this day in history, in the year 1842, author Charles Dickens visited America for the first time. Dickens sailed from Liverpool, England on the steamship Britannia and arrived in Boston at the height of his popularity. From Boston, Dickens and his entourage journeyed as far west as St. Louis, Missouri. After returning to England, Dickens published an account of his travels titled American Notes. The author returned to the United States in 1876.
Here's Adeline with today's weather.
The weather forecast for today is rainy and cloudy with a high of 48, a low of 36, and a 70% chance of rain.
Journal word score values are resilience. Resilience is getting back up when something gets you down.
This week's science vocabulary definition was the action of moving around on axis or center. If you submitted an answer, listen on Friday to see if your class is the next primary or intermediate science vocabulary word champions.
Eagle Extravaganza will be Friday, February 7th from 5 to 7:30. Don't miss out on this incredible event. Eagle Extravaganza will be here soon.
Here's your joke for the day. What do snowmen like to put on their hamburgers? Chili sauce, of course.
Did you know author Charles Dickens had a pet raven named Grip, which was the inspiration for author Edgar Allan Poe to write his famous poem, The Raven? Fascinating.
Today's lunch is TikTok chicken wrap, spicy TikTok chicken wrap, buffalo ranch chicken nachos, assorted chef salad, fresh baby carrots, crispy tater tots, 100% juice slushy.
We would like to welcome Miss Cornish to the show today.
Good morning, friends. I was a day late last week. I'm a day early this week to make up for it. So let's do the History Minute. If you remember last week, the British soldiers were definitely beating the colonial soldiers. And so the British were celebrating because things were going their way, and they were really happy about that. And you can imagine that General George Washington was feeling discouraged, and he had lots of reasons to feel discouraged. First off, the British troops were professional soldiers. They had warm uniforms, they had good weapons, and much better training than Washington's men did. Now, Washington's men were soldiers who were in Pennsylvania in the middle of winter, and they didn't have tents. Some of them didn't have blankets. Some of them didn't even have shoes. They were lacking in food, they were hungry, they were tired, and things were not looking good. So you have to wonder, will General George Washington send his troops home for the holidays? Because things were not looking good, and they had a lot of things they were lacking. Do you think he did? He didn't. As a matter of fact, he decided to keep his troops right there in Pennsylvania, and he had a very daring plan that he had in mind to help the soldiers be able to beat those British troops. So you see, the British Army was very confident, and they wanted to keep Washington and his troops on the far side of the Delaware River as long as they could. But it was the holidays. So the British troops, the British Army and the king hired German soldiers called Haitians to protect the river, to guard it, to make sure that Washington didn't cross over with his troops. Well, the Haitians were hanging out in a town called Trenton, New Jersey, and they thought, well, the Americans, they're weak and they're afraid, and there's no way right now they're going to come across that river. So they thought the weather's too harsh. We're just going to kind of kick back, chill, and get ready for the holidays. Well, on the other side of the river in Pennsylvania, Washington was putting a really daring plan into action. Do you know what it was? Well, you're going to have to wait till next week to find out. Here's Mrs. Field.
Ooh, thank you, Miss Cornish. I can't wait to find out what that plan is. All right, friends, I am super excited to get to announce a new name that was added to the Reading Challenge Wall of Fame yesterday afternoon. Anish Bat in Miss Palmer's 4th grade class completed an intermediate reading challenge. So congratulations, Anish, for getting your name added to that Wall of Fame. All right, also, be thinking of that science word, what it might be, the action of moving around an axis or center. Submit your answers by this afternoon. Please, primary and intermediate classes, submit an answer to make it more interesting, and we will announce probably on Monday who our new primary and intermediate science champs are. And our Beat the Bell student for today, student number 5. Student number 5, you are the Beat the Bell student, and I will see you guys in the media center at about 9:15 today, anytime after 9:15. Have an amazing day, Eagles. Congratulations to everyone who got recognized, and Anish, great job. Back to our anchors.
Thank you, Miss Field and Miss Cornish. Please stand for the pledge.
Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This has been Eli Saladino
And Jenna Stevens.